Tim, we're heading for a sellout on Friday and on Monday. Tickets available now on stpatsfc.com. There'll be no tickets on sale at the ground, so get your tickets now, folks. And after 3 away games in a row, 1 win and 2 draws, it's nice to be back at home for the weekend.
Yeah, it's good to be back in playing at home again after 3 games in 9 or 10 days away from home. And again, listen, good performance in Drogheda and a good point up in Derry, and then probably a little bit disappointing to get a 1-1 draw against Sligo on Saturday, but we're looking to take all 3 points again on Friday. Yeah,
how would you sum up the 10 days or so on the road, a couple of long trips, that win at Drogheda and points at the Brandywell and in Sligo?
Yeah, I think, listen, coming off the back of the result we had here the last day against Derry, it was really good to bounce back with a 4-0 win ourselves against Drogheda, and then getting a draw up in Derry again. It was a decent performance from us defensively. Created a few chances late on, but listen, we were pleased with how we bounced back from the 4-0 defeat the previous week, and then drawn 1-1 against Sligo on Saturday. We're probably a little bit disappointed that we didn't take all 3 points.
Yeah, not easy for the players as well, the couple of long trips and lots of time on buses and stuff like that. So how have they been this week after a busy week, as we said, and another busy couple of weeks to go before the break?
Yeah, it was tough, the distance which we covered in the 2, particularly the Monday and the Friday game, or the Saturday game up in Sligo, but again it looked like we had full of energy in regards to the way players covered a lot of ground. Derek on the score sheet twice in the last 3 games away from home, which is very pleasing, and I think Derek can add a lot more goals to his game, and he's been fantastic the last few weeks, and obviously Ben McCormick coming back in as well for a couple of them games was brilliant as well. So yeah, we're listening to build on that, and we're hoping then Friday in front of our own sellout crowd that we go take 3 points.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity ago that we faced Shelbourne. Like, we've played Derry 3 times, but only Shells once on the opening night. A 3-0 win, some brilliant goals. I'm sure hoping for more the same. But what impressed you most about that opening night win?
I just think that the expectations of the occasion, it's always difficult in the off season, and it drags on. It's a long pre-season in the League of Ireland, and then it's all building up to that one game. And obviously you had the factor of Damien Duff's first game as a manager on TV. A lot of interest, and I think we responded really well and got 3 really good goals that night and clean sheet, which is something that we're hoping to try and build on. Is the clean sheets that we're keeping and winning more games.
Yeah, 8 clean sheets in the 16 league games as well, and if you take away the 4 goals in the game here against Derry, it would be 9 conceded. It's 13 in total. You just spoke to the media there, and Anto Breslin was up as well. The youth of the defensive unit of the team, for the goalkeeper through all the defenders, bar Burmo, is fairly striking. So on that end, the clean sheets in the defensive side's been really good.
Yeah, it's been one of the positives this season is the age profile of the defence and how well they have done in a lot of games, and there's only a couple of games probably that we could have done better in. We obviously have the experience of Paddy Barrett now, and Paddy's coming back after a long injury. He's had a double hernia operation there a couple of weeks back, and it was good to get him back into training, and he's going to have a big say to say what happens after the mid-season break, should I say, and it'll be good to get Paddy back with his experience to help the younger lads in defence as well.
Yeah, just on the injuries, you mentioned Paddy there. Jamie Lennon's been out with a broken foot, and Ronan Coughlin and Adam Murphy with hamstring issues. How is everybody? And of course James Abankwah close to return as well, but there's a couple probably a little bit away with the hamstrings particularly. Yeah,
James is he's back in full training now this week, so it's really pleasing to get James back. Jamie Lenny's hopefully going to be on the pitch very, very soon. He's up in his recovery from his operation, and unfortunately the 2 lads with the hamstrings are longer term ones. I know they've seen a specialist, and I think it's possibly operations for both of them, and it's something that we have to sort of deal with, and I think they're probably going to be out long term.
Just back to the Shelbourne fixture, they've really picked up in recent weeks. Had a couple of big home wins recently against Drogheda and Sligo. I know you had them watching those ones. They had that win at the Ryan McBride Brandywell too. What have you made of them since we've played them, and particularly in the last couple of weeks? They're getting a bit of momentum themselves.
Yeah, they're going to be coming into the game with loads of confidence. Sorry, and they've picked up 3 really good wins in the last 5 or 6 games that they've played, and again particularly against Drogheda, it wasn't a lot in the game, and they have the option of Sean Boyd now, who's doing really well for them, with going a bit more direct, and obviously any ball into the box he's dangerous. So it's certainly a game that we're looking forward to, another Dublin derby as well in front of our own fans, and it's one that we know that, listen, we're going to be up for, and then when we perform, it's one that we're looking to win.
Is there much difference for like a team when the manager is suspended? In the case of Friday, Damien Duff will serve his third game, so Joey O'Brien, the assistant, will be on the sideline, but I'm sure it'll be business as usual for them throughout the week. But on the actual 90 minutes, the manager can't be as involved as he'd like to be.
No, I don't think so. I think football's about the players that are on the pitch. It's not the ones on the sideline, and Damien will be doing all his preparation all week, and he'll have them set up exactly how he wants them to play. And you're very restricted to what influence you can actually have in a game from the sideline. So it's going to go down to the 11 players on the pitch, and then the substitutions that are made, and they're the ones that decide the fixtures. Yeah,
particularly with the crowds being back, it's harder for the managers to be heard when you're screaming on the instructions.
It is, and that's, I suppose, probably something that was in lockdown and COVID and empty stadiums. You can hear the instructions from the sideline a lot clearer, but again, it's the players on the pitch are the ones that win and lose games.
We spoke there about the busy weeks that there's been, and there's another big game against Bows on Monday. How do you, as the staff and the manager, work the I suppose, period preparing for this and then trying to get ready for Bows, and the games are in quite quick succession?
We've got the analysis in, they're doing the analysis that they'll be looking at games, and they'll be doing little bits and pieces a game probably in advance than the one you're playing anyway. So it's a quick turnaround. You don't got much time to recover, and that's where, when you can give the squad of players maybe a rest day here and there, you probably bring it forward a few weeks. Sorry, where you can get a little bit of rest in, knowing you're going to have a busy period. And I think it'll be 14 days we'll be in now since we've got a Monday and a Friday Monday game again. I think it's the 5th one since the start of the season, so it has been quite hectic. But listen, we're looking forward to the quick games in 2 and 3 days, and then obviously finishing off before the break up in Oriel.
And just lastly, we mentioned the 2 big crowds expected. The away ends will sell out, the home side of the ground will sell out too, so probably 4,500 at both matches. There'll be really tasty atmospheres for the players to play in, but I'm sure they love that. They love the prospect of what's going to happen over the next few days here, that the place is going to be packed and such an atmosphere for the lads to play in.
Yeah, I think it's listen, you got to look back at the Shelbourne Rovers game at home, and when we got a massive win for us, and you can see the last maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, where Shelbourne Rovers putting a lot of pressure on us, and you hear the cheering and the celebration at the final whistle, and it's certainly something that eases the players on, and it's another one that you're looking forward to. The home ground being sold out, and again, as I said previously, it's up to us then to entertain the fans and get them behind us.
And as we mentioned, if you're watching this, you don't have a ticket yet, stpatsfc.com is the place to get your ticket. There'll be no tickets on sale at the ground for either match, so get your ticket now, and we'll see you on Friday. Good luck, Tim. Thank you.
Cheers, Jay. Thanks.